Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you guys are well. I'm going to take a quick second, Cancer, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Cancer sign out there, so guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies may reverse. So if it is resonating, Cancer, just get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Cancer? Cancer. All right, Cancer, you're starting out with the Tower in the reverse. You have the Hangman, and you have the Star. All right, I like your energy here. I can see that you've gone through something. It caused a Tower moment. It was something that collapsed. It collapsed because the foundation was not strong enough to hold it up. And basically, in this particular deck, it's telling me that, you know, Spirit saw this. Spirit organized this collapse in order for you not to continue. It's like if you're building a skyscraper, you know, and you're trying to build it 50 stories tall, you can't build that if there's a crack in the foundation. So basically, Spirit said, no, we got to take this down. There was a collapse, and I do feel that it was done in order for you to fix your foundation so you could rebuild. Now, I do feel that you're in the process of doing that. With the Hangman, there's something here you're waiting for, but you're hopeful in the process. I do feel like, you know, I'm hearing, I have good days, I have bad days. But overall, you seem very hopeful. There's this energy of looking back and understanding that this Tower moment happened for a very good reason, you know, for a positive reason. I do feel like you're balancing out your energies. There's a lot of healing that's still taking place, but overall, you look pretty peaceful. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy. Show me who is in Cancer's energy. All right, we have the Queen of Wands reversed, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We have the Ten of Coins in the reverse, and we have the Nine of Swords. Interesting. So this is somebody that is not very stable right now. They may feel like they are not well supported by close friends or family. I do feel like this person is actually a little bit bitter. There's be careful too, because some of you, this person could be they could be doing some dark magic here. So be very careful with that. The thing is I don't think you're going to have to do anything, because you're over here balancing out and healing. And if this person is doing dark magic, it's going to cost them heavily in the spiritual realm. Yeah, heavily. Now, I do feel like with the Nine of Swords, this person is like up in their head. They're thinking about you, especially at night. It's like they can't escape their own thoughts. I feel like this is someone you had an ending with, and there is definitely some bitter energy here. So let me see. And I'm telling you right now, if this person is doing some sort of black magic or dark magic of some sort, it's coming back on them. In the spiritual realm, they're going to incur deep losses because they're not thinking clearly. They're not thinking from a long-term perspective, and that's a big mistake here. Let me see the energy between Cancer and this person. Four of Swords. Yeah, there's silence here. That's what I was suspecting. There's no communication. You had a Tower moment with this person, Cancer, and I feel like this is where the crack in the foundation was. This person is bitter, or they could be carrying some dark energy, and I feel like that crack in the foundation was for your protection. And you're starting to realize that now. So there's a lot of healing that's going on. There's silence between the two of you. Show me what's affecting this connection. You're working at getting your stability back and healing. Ace of Cups. Ooh, that's a brand new beginning. And you've waited for this brand new beginning. But I don't think it's with this person, because they've got they've got an ending happening of some form. I feel like they're also having some financial problems. This person's very worried about their finances. But this is a new beginning that you've waited for, and I feel like manifested. So let me see your outcome. Queen of Cups, stepping into your power. Yeah, you're stepping into your power. Hope is returning to your life. Healing, balance. You're spiritually aligned. This is very nice on your side. And here we have this person over here just up in their head, worrying about you, thinking about you, feeling like the walls are closing in on them. You know, it's like they're seeing your come up and they're not happy about it. So bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. Yeah, you could be dealing with somebody that's a little manipulative or narcissistic. Five of Swords is conflict, though. It's the underlying energy. I feel like you're going to fight for what is due to you, but honestly, I feel like you're dealing with somebody that's very manipulative or narcissistic. If they can create conflict, they're going to, but I don't know how they're going to do that, because I don't even see you. I don't see them really in your orbit right now. You're very silent. You're focused on a new, connection, it looks like. Ace of Cups. And this could also be you pouring that love into yourself. But either way, your cards are very nice. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Tower in reverse for Cancer? Why is the Tower in reverse for the sign of Cancer? Okay, that's a lot of energy. Yeah, there's somebody new. Page of Wands. And you're avoiding the Five of Swords. All right. You're avoiding this Five of Swords who caused this Tower moment. This is somebody that's extremely narcissistic. Why? Well, because you're single, you're independent. This is the Empress in the lower arcana. And Queen of Wands, you've had to come up. You're looking good. You're smelling good. People are genuinely enjoying being around you. And I feel like you're showing up here as very strong, very aligned with spirit. And you're basically just avoiding conflict with this person as you rebuild your life. You had a very difficult Tower moment with them, and you've had to heal from this. And you're rebuilding your life, and there's somebody new that's in that. There's a new beginning that's there. Let me see the Hangman. And whoever that new person is, I feel like you're very attracted to them. All right, Page of Pentacles reversed and Justice. That's what you're waiting for, Cancer. You're waiting for your justice moment. You sure are. You're not communicating with this person. You could have dated a couple of people since you had this person in your life, since this Tower moment. But what I'm seeing here is that you're not texting them, you're not calling them, you're not talking to them. You don't even know what they're up to or what they're doing. But in the background of your mind, you're sitting back and you're reviewing everything, and you're waiting for your justice moment. And that justice moment is coming, because justice is in the upright, and it's coming in the form of a beautiful new relationship. This was, you were waiting for this. Let me see the Star card. You could be dealing with another Cancer sign, or a Pisces, or a Scorpio possibly too. You got a lot of energy coming out. All right, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Sun card, the Two of Swords reversed. Wow. I don't usually take this many cards, but I was told to do it. And then we have the World in reverse along with the Knight of Cups reversed. You've totally cut this person off. And why? Well, it's because you have made this decision to be happy. You got the clarity that you needed, and you realized that this person was keeping you stuck. It was a wheel that just like an unending cycle that was just going over and over and over, where you were feeling unloved. You were feeling breadcrumbed. Somebody could have been approaching you without the feelings, without the emotion. But regardless, you were feeling stuck. And you realized it. So you made a decision that you were going to pursue your own happiness, and that you were going to have the sun, the moon, and the stars. You were going to have it all. Yeah, and it changed everything. That's when the karmic justice came in, and it does look like it's coming in the form of a new relationship. Let me see their energy. Why do we have the Queen of Wands in reverse? And whereas in the past, I've seen you guys kind of holding back a lot on your energy, it's almost like your energy is, you've done so much healing and you're like, yeah, I'm out there. I'm clear with what it is I want. I'm good. I'm good. I don't fear expressing myself. Whew, this person's got it strong for you. 10 of Swords. This person feels like you betrayed them. This has been painful for them. It's the lack of communication. They have strong feelings for you. However, they're also very bitter right now. This person needs to be working on themselves. So I do feel like this was a painful breakup, and it's painful to them that you're not talking with them, that you've moved on. Why is the 10 of Coins in reverse? I don't know about you guys, but I'd like to see more about this new person that's in your energy, because I'm liking that. I like the energy so far. I feel like you waited for a while, and you may have even gone through a couple of, connections before you met this person. Show me the 10 of Coins in reverse. Judgment. 2 of Cups. Yeah, 8 of Cups reversed. Ooh. So this person's headed back towards you. They feel like you belong with them. That's basically what this is saying. This person is seeing you move on with your life, and they're basically saying, look, I know we broke up, but I can't stand that you don't talk to me. I feel betrayed by you. And it's like they're coming back in. They want to be the person in your life. They're saying that you belong to them. You are their person. And they want you back. So you're going to be able to choose. And I don't see this person in your energy in a positive way. Why is the 9 of Swords here? Why is the 9 of Swords here for the person in Cancer's energy? Queen of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is going to be painful for them. This person, they're literally bringing in exactly what they're afraid of. Okay, so I do feel that this person, it's almost like they feel like you're cheating on them. And I'm not seeing that because there's definitely been an ending here. So, but that is in their head. They feel like you're cheating on them because they feel the two of you belong together. So I don't see that in your energy though. I see you having, you're literally avoiding contact with this person. You're over here healing in a blissful state and waiting for, love to come to you, and it did. And that's karmic justice that's taking place. This person in their energy, they are going to realize that you have moved beyond them. It's going to be extremely painful. And in their heart, I'm not saying it's true, in their heart, they're saying, you're juggling me and this other person. It's like they refuse to believe that you have moved on. They're feeling a deep sense of loss. I feel like their money isn't what it needs to be. So there's, financial pressures. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul. And they're worried about that. They're worried about you. This person is crashing, basically. They're crashing. They're losing sleep. They feel like the walls are closing in. They're in a world of pain because they see you moving forward and they see you coming into your power here. So let me see. Show me the energy between Cancer and this person. You're going to hear from them, though. They're going to reach out to you regardless. Now, I feel like when they do, you might shut them down. 5 of Wands, Page of Cups reversed. See, they don't want to talk to you because they see that you've moved on with someone else. And I also feel like, they don't want to express the feelings and emotions. They have strong feelings for you, and it pisses them off. They're bitter right now. So even if they do try to reach out, it would be, right now, it would be very, like harsh. Yeah, harsh. So I feel like they may have also had other people in their life that didn't work out. This person is in victimization mode. There's a lack of communication. They want to reach out, but they won't. And if they do, it's going to lead to conflict. So you're avoiding talking to them because it always leads to conflict. And I have to say, this person, you may feel this person in the past, what led to this Tower moment is that this person put you in competition with someone else. And if they did, Cancer, it doesn't look like that worked out. It doesn't. I feel like they learned a very difficult lesson. So it could have been a fire sign that they were involved with, particularly a Leo. But I feel as if you just are avoiding talking to this person because it always leads to conflict. Let me see this Ace of Cups. I'm excited about the Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here for Cancer? Why is the Ace of Cups here for Cancer? Page of Swords. And the Queen of Cups. Okay, so what's affecting this connection is that, you know, you were looking for love. You were healing. It's not like you were running out trying to find it. You weren't chasing it because you were in this very independent, like, minor arcana Empress energy. So I do feel like it's the universe. It's almost like the universe is keeping an eye on you, Cancer. It knew, the universe, God, you know, spirit, however you want to say it, knew when that foundation wasn't sound and collapsed it, not to do anything to you, but for you. And here we are again. The universe knows that you're looking for love, that you want love in your life, but you're being very patient. You're waiting for it. And I feel like the universe is saying, you know what? I'm watching you. I got you. Here's this new love. Let's balance this out. Let's give you some karmic justice. So you're very powerfully protected. I do feel that you know that this person is watching you, keeping an eye on you. I do feel like they are going to reach out, and you may have something to say, but it's going to be kind of short and sweet, and you're going to be like, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. They still have the hots for you. They still love you. They still want to bring this together. They're still very focused on you. They have been watching you. So there's, I don't know if it's under social media or drive-bys. I don't know how, but they're at least trying to keep an eye on you. And I think you're aware of that. I think you're aware of that. So the worst thing in their mind is for you to move on from them because they feel that the two of you belong together and they're just not willing to let you go. Oh, look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. I always get the Empress with you guys. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Cancer. Show me the outcome for Cancer. Show me the outcome for Cancer. All right, we have the Ace of Wands. There it is. We have the King of Swords, and we have the High Priestess. So you have a brand new beginning that's happening here. And it's something that you are going to be very passionate about. There's passion, but there's also love here. And I feel like, you know, you're dealing with somebody. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very strong Libra energy. But you're dealing with somebody here that is honest and upfront, somebody that's solid. And I don't feel like this person in the past was. I feel like if this person does reach out to you, you're going to be honest and direct, but you're not pulling any punches with them. You're going to be letting them know, look, I have someone new in my life, and I'm not giving that up for any of this stuff. I'm happy now. You know, I'm not giving it up for any of the stuff that you had. In their energy, I do see this person, you know, basically shutting down, feeling a deep sense of loss, but hiding it. This person, it's almost like they feel that if they express their feelings or emotions to you, it makes them feel weak. And it's important to them that they look very strong in your eyes. Strong Scorpio energy, by the way, but there's Gemini, there's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo is here. You know, it could be another water sign like yourself, but this person they're going to kind of pull back. They're very secretive. They're very secretive. So they don't want you to know that they're having financial problems. They don't want you to know that they're, you know, missing you, that they're feeling a deep sense of loss. They don't want you to know, you know, that they feel that the walls are closing in. So I feel like this is somebody who is going to pull back. They're very secretive. They don't want you to know that they are basically low-key obsessing. I wouldn't even say low-key. This person's obsessed with you. So they're going to see you moving forward. And that's going to be hard for them. But their ego is what's going to keep them in check, because they know that you're being very direct and they don't want to look weak in your eyes. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. I told you. I always get the Empress with you guys. So that's you sitting in that Empress energy. That's you drawing to you, attracting to you. You know, Spirit's eyes are on you. You are protected. You are manifesting. This is a very prosperous energy. And now you're getting the justice for all the pain that you went through with this person. So I love that for you. All right, Cancer, I'm going to pull an oracle card and we'll see if there's any further advice. All right, it says play. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So some of you guys could be working so hard, you know, trying to stabilize yourself that you are not, you know, allowing yourself that fun time. So allow yourself to play, take a little time off, enjoy yourself, and then come back renewed. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Cancer. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Cancer, know that you are loved. And namaste.